Today, we're not going to talk about hackers breaking lines of code. Nope, we're talking about them breaking you. We're going to dissect a kind of attack that just waltzes right past firewalls and aims straight for the most complex, most vulnerable system of all, the human mind. Let's dive in.
It's a pretty intense thought, isn't it? I mean, we spend all this time building these digital fortresses with crazy passwords and antivirus software. But what if the weakest link in that whole chain isn't the tech at all? What if it's us? Attackers have figured out there's a much simpler way in.
So right off the bat, we're not talking about your typical system hack. We're talking about something designed to completely sidestep all of that security and go straight for your brain by hijacking your natural human emotions.
And this whole thing has a name you've probably heard, phishing. And it's not about some kind of technical genius, it's all about psychological manipulation. It's the art of using these really powerful emotional triggers, we're talking big ones, like fear and urgency, to trick you into doing something you know you shouldn't.
Come on, you've seen something just like this, right? It pops up out of nowhere and bam, that jolt of panic just shoots right through you. Your heart starts racing. See, that's not just some random message, it is a weapon. And it's been carefully designed to do exactly that. So let's break down how they pull this off. It's actually a pretty simple three-step playbook. First, they create fear. They threaten something you really care about, your money, your access, your data. Then, step 2, they inject urgency. You have to fix this right now. And the whole point of those first 2 steps is to trigger step 3, to totally bypass your rational brain so you just act on pure, unthinking panic.
And that right there brings us to the absolute core idea of this whole explainer. The real target, it's not what you think it is. We have to shift our focus away from the code and onto the psychology of the attack.
This is the crucial takeaway. Modern attackers have figured out it is so much easier to hack a person than it is to hack a computer. I mean, why would you spend months trying to break through a digital wall when you can just convince someone to open the front door for you? They aren't looking for a bug in the code, they're looking for a bug in human nature.
You know, this really shows the disconnect perfectly. We all have this image of hackers from the movies, right? Hunched over in a dark room, breaking through these impossibly complex firewalls. But the reality, especially with phishing, is way simpler. And honestly, a lot more personal. It's just about triggering basic human emotions, like panic, and taking advantage of our natural instinct to trust.
Just let that one sink in for a second. You can have the best, most expensive security technology in the entire world. But all of it, every last bit, can be made completely useless by one single moment of human panic. That panic, that is the loophole they're banking on.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty scary. Now that we get the threat, how in the world do we fight back? Well, if the attack is targeting our mind, then our defense has to start right there too. It's time to build your mental firewall.
It really comes down to these 3 simple but incredibly effective steps. The second you feel that panic, that pressure to act now, that's your cue. Step 1, pause. Just stop. That's your mental firewall kicking in. Don't click a thing. Instead, move to step 2, verify. Close that message and go to the official website or the app on your own. And finally, step 3, protect. Always have 2-factor authentication turned on. It's such a crucial extra lock on your digital door.
And this all leads to our final and maybe the most empowering point of all. The best defense system isn't a piece of software, it's you. The power to stop these attacks is literally in your hands.
I mean, wow, it's blunt, but it's so true, isn't it? Because when you really think about it, that's what we're doing when we click in a moment of panic. We are actually unknowingly helping them. The attack simply cannot work without our participation.
If you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. A phishing email is just a bunch of words and pixels on a screen. It has zero power on its own. It only becomes dangerous the second you click, the second you decide to give it that power.
So, as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with this question. Now that you know that you are the most important line of defense, what's that one small change, that one new habit you're going to start today to build up your own mental firewall? Because that's where real security truly begins.